Big Bird here, and he will be going up against Shaka22, who hasn't got a win yet. Could this be the turnaround? Now, we see Marisa on there as a character, but this group, I was speaking with Big Bird before the whole tournament started, and he did mention that Rashid is the character that we played in the vast majority. Right. Statistically speaking, there's only one game where he'd use the Marisa, but he could use Marisa here against Dhalsim, because he might need to actually strike in his opponents instead of going by paper.
Yeah, you talk about playing it by paper. You know, we've initially talked about how strong Dhalsim is right out the gate. He's already winning that neutral game. You and Rinch had really exacerbated that point, and I do agree. But what happens? Oh, it's going to be the Rashid.
Yeah, and if anything, he could have seen what happened yesterday with Dookie and Mr. Crimson to get a good idea. And he's exceptional in this matchup. He's played Torimeshi. He's played YC Mochi when he was over in Japan, and a lovely conversion into that Eagle Spike. And he tried to bait a parry with that semi-charged whirlwind shot there.
So tricky. Shaka actually being ready for it. And this is going to be great now. He gets his start up now into the corner, the Yoga Flame. And I like the back away just in case. And I like him kind of mixing up the different strengths of the Yoga Flame to see whether or not they're willing to parry.
Gets called by the overhead. Unfortunately, going to go for the overhead setup. Probably. No, he's going to be... Oh, yeah, he did go for the overhead setup. That's a different one.
Damn! No, he threw that up there.
Reset into the low. This is it. Dhalsim has to be very careful because Rashid has numerous ways to run in, the drive rush, his run. He's going to close out the round here, Shaka. And this is it. Shaka has to be highly cognizant towards Big Bird's impatience and of Rashid's mobility in general because of how nimble he is as a character. Teleports in. I don't necessarily agree with that sometimes when he teleports in for the mix-up because he puts himself in a precarious scenario afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, I understand him not wanting to be in the corner. This Isara is going to be so important though. Stuck in the corner. That drive reversal had to come out.
Him. That might clash. That might clash.
That's so beautifully done.
And there, good conversion there into the EX Mini Mixer from the amplified version. Try to bait something there.
And again, yo, Big Bird, oh, wait a minute. He did the wrong version.
Yeah. Just waiting there, floating out, and a lovely check. He already preemptively pressed that crouching media punch to stop the drive rush there. Just waiting it out here. Can do one more drive rush cancel and get the grab because he thinks Shaka is going to do a frame trap, but he didn't. And this is going from bad to worse. So it looks like he might have to pull out our Italian juggernaut, Vicious.
That's going to be tough, all right? We were talking about that. We prefaced the matchup with that. We were thinking he was going to go with the Marisa pick, but even him starting with the Rashid was a little bit dicey. And that's the kind of matchup I feel like he would much rather play. And now he's contemplating it. He hasn't necessarily switched over just yet. He has the headset off. He's like, you know, I'm kind of thinking about it. I'd imagine he's got to be talking to Angry Bird somewhere.
It could be Angry Bird. It could be another fellow, someone from the European region or something. But here's the problem, right? Because of all the tricky ways that Rashid has to approach, Shaka actually shut them all down pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
Right? And he practices with Dookie. So he was kind of prepared for this matchup with Rashid.
Now imagine somebody...
If he's going to have to catch him by surprise, I think he's going to have to pick Marisa. But this is a different challenge, another tall order.
I feel like, yeah, for Big Bird specifically, because there's so many different ways that Rashid can approach, but in comparison to Marisa, I feel like it's a little bit linear. You're looking at the long-range normals, you're looking at the movement, but this is going to be the Rashid pick again from Big Bird.
So he's got to be careful charging whirlwind shots because he doesn't want to. You don't want to allow Dhalsim free teleports into free pressure and into Oki. Yeah. He might need to be a bit more militant around the normals. And then already gets a conversion into the heavy Yoga Flame. But this is going from bad to worse here. Like I said, jumps in. Yeah.
So difficult
I like that he's doing empty jump as well. So he doesn't give him the counter hit conversion. And Shaka's aware he's not seeing the counter either.
Now with the perfect spacing to get the whiff punish on the whiff throw.
Again, he keeps trying to jump. He thinks Yoga Fire is coming out after the throw tech and it's never working. So he pulls out the flamethrower in level 1.
With a heavy version for the knockdown setup too, or at least the better knockdown drive reversal. And I like that, yeah, even though he's in burnout, he still pushes Big Bird significantly far away. And a perfect to put himself at match point. Yo, Shaka, a huge difference in comparison to what we saw yesterday.
This could be a huge upset in Group B, according to a lot of people's standards, but he does the forward media punch, no cancel though, and he's been so successful with those drive reversals today. Shaka thus far, +1. He's going to go for a meaty. Yeah, goes for the throw. He's trying to get Shaka to get the perfect parry, and there it is.
But it's still the rest of it, yeah, the durability on that fireball as well as the follow-up too. Even harder to defend with the knockdown situation.
Safe jump.
The mix, safe jump.
Oh, if that hit, that would have been the round there for Big Bird. So Shaka has a chance to turn it around with the reset and the back throw. And we're looking at a character with exceptional corner pressure. Oh, he missed!
Ooh.
That's it, punish.
That was so awkward for Big Bird afterwards on the landing.
Yeah, he's not jumping after the Protex now. He's too worried.
I love that. Into the force knockdown as well. That dive kick was a punish counter, but not enough.
That might get stopped. Oh no, it didn't. He teleported behind. And that was fantastic. This is the thing. When you activate your SAR, it's a free teleport. But Dhalsim players have to be aware that they don't teleport themselves into the corner. That was irrelevant at that point because Big Bird got the round. Just weighing it out here.
Oh, he kicked him. Damn. Mid-air. And just outside the range, getting the big throw bait off of that Fierce 2.
Look at the damage on that Vicious.
Another one!
Another delayed throw tech there. He'll go for the reset. I wonder if Super Rashid kick will close it out. No, it won't. So he's got one more guess here, Shaka.
Another one. The Fierce doing all the work in that corner. Big Bird finding that saving grace. Multiple throw baits, back to back to back. We're starting to see a slight weakness from Shaka.
The tricky thing, but interesting about this matchup is everything's mostly decided in the corner. If Rashid takes you to the corner immediately, Dhalsim has to find that lucky opening, whether it be a delayed throw tech or a perfect parry, throw back in the corner, and everything gets settled there. And let's see if it turns around here. There's a throw. Are we going for some throw loops? No, we're not. We're going to go for the Arabian Cyclone pressure. Mix it up.
You do it again if you wanted to. Off the next knockdown, I should say.
And there we go. Throw again. Yeah, he's too worried to tech now because the delayed techs are getting blown up. Misses it.
What a response immediately.
Throw tech this time round. Throws out the Yoga Arch. It's an anticipation of a jump.
And I got that from Shaka. Again, Shaka being able to find those moments, but Big Bird still sniping out the fireball in anticipation.
But I love that he backdash first and then run in.
Exactly
you need an exorbitant amount of space to really go under the projectiles with the slide there. That could have been punished by a light, but it wasn't.
Again, Shaka doing the most with some of those throw baits. And it's a split-second decision to make, but OD spinning mixer, launching the SR.
Yeah, drive
frames had to do it, now puts him in burnout.
He could kick it at him now, just kick it. Oh, he should have kicked at him, and he still gets the clip on anyway.
That's not bad at all if you're Big Bird. The overhead lands, but it's still, yeah, I don't think it was going to be meaty enough.
Stun him, because he didn't build the boss. He's going for the early stun. And what's the setup going to be from this combo? He will go for the safe jump. It might be an empty jump. There it is.
Nobody dropped it. This is the second instance where he's dropped a sequence like that.
Shaka's got drive gauge to work with here, but one hit, and that's it!
Sheesh. The one time where it mattered. The one time where it counted. The forward medium punch canceled into the Eagle spike, finally making that connection to punish the teleport appropriately.
Suitable adaptations there from your boy Big Bird, and again, I'd say the most consistent thing he did was punish teleport with a jab, force the knockdown, get the forward medium punch, special cancel, Eagle spike. That changes everything.
Oh, no doubt.
And you always got to be cognizant of the screen carry. This is what Dhalsim has to prevent. There's a lot of scenarios, like I said, just to reiterate, that he has 3 opportunities to teleport against a level 2, if you're charging whirlwind shot, if you just want to get out of a dangerous situation.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, I think he just went to that well one too many times there.
And it makes a lot of sense. You guys were talking about it yesterday. You hammered the point home of being able to overcome Dhalsim and whatever he wants to do with really, really oppressive offense, right? You want to make sure that you don't even give them a chance to play and keep all your strings tight, or at least keep the offense going, keep the knockdowns as ambiguous as possible. So I think you see that as a testament to Big Bird and his layered offense. You're trying to look at what Shaka is forced to do on defense more often than not. And I think that's the only way to really prevail over Dhalsim.
Well, I think the perfect parries were super successful for Shaka in the first game, but I think Big Bird just remembered, it's like, okay, I don't have to play neutral with you. I know I'm trying to use all my various omnidirectional approaches to come at you, and you've been shutting him down, but I can still be stubborn in that regard and take you to the corner. And sometimes Dhalsim actually presents you with the window of opportunity to go to the corner. I think that's where he really capitalized on it. And in Shaka, because the parry stopped working, he then resorted to the other option that Dhalsim's limited to, because he's got very limited defensive choices that are severely punishing if they go wrong.
It's also really good awareness from Big Bird to start going to that well of getting the throw baits back to back to back, because some players will be kind of stubborn, or they'll doubt themselves in that moment. And you know what? I think Big Bird sticking to his guns is what really made Shaka kind of shook in the mental in regards to what to do. And in fact, you kind of see it right here. Already forced to burn out, not really in a situation where he can use anything to get himself out of there. not really in the greatest spot, even with like super art, because it's not going to grant him any sort of invincibility, right?
Yeah, listen, like for those of you who probably don't play that matchup or don't see in abundance as much as we do, the matchup's okay for Dhalsim until he's trapped in the corner, and then basically you got to rely on maybe perfect parry more than delayed throw tech, because you're not really going to drill kick out the corner.
Is it wrong to say that like that's the general statement? Like not too many bad matchups, or like even if they are severe, it's usually because he gets thrown into the corner so often with that matchup. He can't
corner his opponents easily. He needs them to do the work, and then he'll.
Yes, that's the thing, right? You kind of like tantalize the opponent to come towards you, and having access to like different maneuvers. Duplicitous maneuvering is what it is, right?
I like
As you would say.